Jesus is praying to his Father in John chapter 17, verse 17, and he says to his Father, sanctify them by your word. Your word is truth. God's word is truth. God's word is absolute truth. It's the standard. It's the plumb line. God's word is absolute truth. It's basically the plumb line by which everything is measured by. If anything goes contrary to what God's word is, it's deception and a lie. Let me give you an example. You may have, I've had times in my body where my body has been screaming in pain, where I've been unable to move. I've been disabled in this hand to the point where, other than my finger, I've been totally paralyzed. I touched it and I couldn't feel the thing. The reality was I could not move my hand. It was disabled. I couldn't feel it. That was a reality. Yet it was a lie. How can I say it's a lie? Because 2 Peter 1 verse 24, 1 Peter 2 verse 24 says, he bore our sin in his body on the tree, that we might die to sin and live to righteousness. By his stripes I have been healed. We have been healed, past tense. It says that I'm dead to sin. I'm alive to his righteousness. By his stripes I have been healed. When I woke up on 2 occasions and I could not move this hand, save 1 or 2 fingers, that was a lie. The reality was I could not move it. But it was a lie. If I chose to line up with that lie, I would still not be able to move this hand. I decided to believe God's word over what the lie in my hand was telling me. I could not move it. It was a reality, but it was a lie. God's word only becomes God's word, your standard, the absolute truth, only becomes your earthly reality when you believe it above everything else. My hand did not move on 2 occasions. I lay in the bed for 6 years. The doctor told me I'd be paralyzed from my head down. God's word says, by his stripes I have been healed. I chose to consistently stand on what God's word said, on his truth, and reject the lies. I chose to believe his truth and stand on his truth over his lies. And as I stood on his truth became my reality.